Let's be honest. Small talk can be the worst. You know the drill. You walk into a room full of people, the awkward silence hits you like a brick wall, and suddenly your brain goes on a mini vacation. What do I say? How do I not sound like a robot? And before you know it, you're talking about the weather again. But here's the secret. Small talk doesn't have to be awkward or cringeworthy. In fact, it can be a fun, natural way to connect with people. Whether you're at a party, a networking event, or the coffee shop line, there's a secret formula to turning small talk into something awesome. So buckle up because we're diving into the 6 key points to master small talk that actually works. Without the dreaded dead air moments. Start with an icebreaker. First off, let's get one thing straight. You don't need to jump into deep philosophical questions the moment you meet someone. While "what's the meaning of life" might sound interesting, it's not the best way to break the ice. Keep it light. The easiest way to start small talk is with a simple, non-invasive icebreaker. Something that doesn't make the other person feel like they've been hit by a trivia game. For example, instead of asking, "So, what's your biggest regret in life?" try, "What's your favorite karaoke song?" or "Have you seen any good movies lately?" These questions are safe and fun. They let the person talk about something they actually enjoy. So much better than diving into the abyss of uncomfortable silences. Listen like a detective. Here's the thing about small talk. It's not about you. It's about the other person. Sorry. But if you're making small talk all about you, then you're already losing the game. Key to being a small talk superstar is to listen actively. And no, I'm not talking about the nodding while you're secretly thinking about what you're going to eat for dinner. I mean listening for real. Follow-up questions based on what the other person says and actually engage with their answers. For example, if they mention a recent trip to Paris, don't just go, "Oh cool," and switch the topic. Ask about the best croissant they had, or if they learned any French phrases that are now part of their vocabulary. People love to talk about themselves, so be genuinely curious about what they're saying. Use genuine compliments. Compliments are like little gold stars for people. But here's the trick. They can't be generic. Telling someone, "You look great," is nice, but it's like handing them a participation trophy. Yawn. You want to go for compliments that actually mean something. Instead of saying, "I love your dress," get specific. "That color looks amazing on you. Where did you get it?" Or if they're telling a funny story, say something like, "You have such a great sense of humor. I can't believe I'm just meeting you." People love when you notice the details. Shows that you're paying attention and that you genuinely care about the conversation. Plus, if you compliment them on something specific, it opens the door for more discussion. "Thanks, I got this at that new boutique downtown." And there you've got a whole new topic. Okay, quick break from small talk. Did you know hitting that subscribe button is scientifically proven to improve your social skills? Okay, we made that up, but it does help you get more tips like these. So go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so we can keep the good vibes and awesome advice rolling. You're awesome. Don't leave us hanging. Share a little. The fine art of balancing the conversation scale. Small talk isn't just about asking the other person a bunch of questions. It's also about showing a bit of your own personality. But beware, there's a sweet spot between sharing and oversharing. When you talk about yourself, do it in a way that's casual and fun without going into TMI territory. Instead of launching into a story about how your cousin tried to set you up with a guy who turned out to be a conspiracy theorist, keep it light. Talk about a funny thing that happened at work or an unusual hobby you have. If you share something personal, make sure it invites them to share too. For example, if you mention that you love to bake, it gives them an opening to share their hobbies or interests. Keeps the conversation balanced, rather than turning it into a one-sided monologue. Master the no-pressure vibe. Small talk can feel like you're on a first date where both of you are anxiously trying to figure out if there's any chemistry. But that's the wrong mindset to have. The secret to mastering small talk is to treat it like it's no big deal. Don't put pressure on yourself to make every conversation profound. Keep it light, keep it breezy. The more chill you are, the more comfortable the other person will feel. Here's a fun tip. Throw in a little humor, even if it's just about the awkwardness of small talk itself. I always forget how to start a conversation with a stranger. Like, hey, nice shoes, and also, what's your deepest fear? Shows you don't take yourself too seriously, and it makes the other person feel more relaxed. Know when to wrap it up. Here's a hard truth. Small talk has an expiration date. At some point, you can't just keep talking about the weather. You need to gracefully exit the conversation, leaving them wanting more. Trick is to wrap it up while it's still going strong. The conversation is petering out and you feel like you're running out of things to say, don't panic. Instead, say something like, "This has been really fun. Let's catch up again soon," and then walk away. Doesn't have to be a big dramatic exit. No need for the mic drop, just a friendly exit that leaves a positive impression. But don't make the mistake of just walking away mid-sentence. Be polite, show appreciation for the conversation, and leave them with a smile. Who knew small talk could be so powerful, right? Doesn't have to be a tedious, soul-draining experience. In fact, it can be fun, engaging, and totally enjoyable when you approach it with the right mindset. Remember, keep it light, be genuinely interested in the other person, share a little bit about yourself, and know when it's time to wrap it up. Soon enough, you'll be the person everyone wants to talk to, and small talk will feel like second nature. So, next time you're at a party, networking event, or even in line at the coffee shop, remember these 6 tips. You've got this. Small talk is your secret weapon to making connections, building relationships, and maybe even discovering that perfect karaoke partner. And hey, if all else fails, just talk about dogs. No one can resist that.